Good morning. You know, I've seen the horse races, dog races, pig races, ostrich races, boat races, car races, motorcycle races, and bike races. I've even read of the tortoise and the hare race. But I've never seen rats race. And thinking about it this morning, I wondered, what is the rat race? What makes it so important? So I came out and I started watching the rat race. And I see cars going up the street, down the street, across the street, over the path. And they're the same path, the same cars, the same people, the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, last week, last month, last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years from now, and some even 40 years from now. We study the rat race, the way to do the rat race, and the way to live in the rat race. But if you're not the lead rat, you're always, while you might be in the grass, you're always following the lead rats. Not a pretty sight. And if you happen to be the lead rat when you win the rat race, what are you? You're just another lead rat. Sometimes you might want to be called the fat cat. Oh, that's also known as the boss. Well, we all know who the boss is, but when he finishes the rat race, where has he gotten himself? He's still up the street, down the street, across the path. Oh, so when he won the rat race, he just got to the food quicker. Okay. Reminds me of Dumped on Joe's cows. Following the path, the same path, day in, day out. They go up the path, down the path. Have you ever seen a cow path? It ain't but about that wide. It's hard for people to even walk the cow path. Be careful on the cow path. You might step in a cow patty. If you don't know what the cow patty is, you need to find out. But those cows, they'll follow that path day in, day out, to the barn, to the pasture, to the pond, to the barn, to the pasture, to the barn, to the pasture, to the cows, and to the pond. I can't even follow the cow path like they follow the cow path. And as this morning, while I was preparing to come out and watch the rat race, I got to being grateful. I said, you know, it's time that I thank some people for showing me that I can get off the rat race, from showing me how to keep from being the cow and become not locked in the cage of the rats on the rat race, not locked in the pasture behind the fence of the cow patties, but the rhino roaming free in the jungle, that can live the life that he chooses to live, where he chooses, when he chooses, how he chooses, because he chooses. The rhino doesn't get very many things chasing it. When I was a lead rat, I was just that, still a rat. And back on the farm, where we watch the cows from Joe's back porch, the rats play freely in the grass. And the only thing that they have is to get into the cow's feed. But if they try to get into the house, got to deal with the skinny cat. So I would like to say thank you to those who've helped me to get off the rat race and to live the life of opportunity. Get a hold of me at Dumped on Joe and we'll talk about getting out of that rat race. For after all, if you're not the lead rat, you know what you have to step in.